Hello everyone, my name is Jenny and I'm 7 years old. Today we're going to talk about jack-o'-lanterns. So you may have heard of this before, and it's common in the United States and other countries. Colored pumpkins are called jack-o'-lanterns, and people can use paint to decorate them. And simple jack-o'-lanterns are carved with spooky faces or a toothy grin. So people long ago, more than 100 years ago, carved these pumpkins. Carved jack-o'-lanterns, but the tradition began in Ireland, and Irish people carved the turnips and potatoes and put light inside them. So at that time they didn't use pumpkins, so don't say that. So how did the tradition begin? So there's a story in Ireland, and the stories of a man named Stinky Jack, and he was cheap, and really liked to play tricks on everyone. And when he was cursed to larnterns forever he died. When he's walking in the darkness, he carved a turnip and put the light inside, and then people call his ghost Jack of the Lantern, and then jack-o'-lantern. The modern jack-o'-lanterns, the Stinky Jack tradition later became part of a holiday named All Hallows Eve or Halloween. So all Europe, people lit huge fires and wore costumes to keep away ghosts. And in Ireland, Irish people carved them turnips and potatoes and put light inside them. And then people in Scotland and England start to follow the tradition. The English use beads for their jack-o'-lanterns, and then people from these countries brought the tradition to the United States. And then people in the United States found that pumpkins work as well as jack-o'-lanterns. And then in the 1920s, pumpkin carving became popular in the United States. So today, carving pumpkins are an important part in Halloween in the United States, and about 680 kilograms, 1.5 billion pounds of pumpkins are grown in the United States each year. So that's a lot. It's like thousands of billions of pumpkins. So pumpkins that are firm and smooth work well at jack-o'-lanterns. If the pumpkin tips to the side, it's not well, because the light may tilt and may fall over, and the lantern wouldn't be light anymore if because if there's a candle in there and the candle is you put in there, it can fall and then touch the pumpkin, and then part of the flame had touched the pumpkin can be black, and the fire can go out. So the first step of carving pumpkin is to use a knife to cut a hole, and do it by yourself. And if you're a grown up, you can do it by yourself. But if you're just a kid, you have to have help of your parents. So the second step is to take the flesh and seeds out of the pumpkin until the pumpkin is empty. And many people use the flesh inside to make tasty bread, soup, and pies. And other people grow seeds for a snack. So the third step is to draw a design on the pumpkin. So it can be any face that you want, or any kind of design that you want. So it don't have to be exactly what others want. You can do it any kind of face you want. So the last step is to carve or even paint to decorate the pumpkin. And you can carve faces and a message, and you can, and after the pumpkin is carved, put a candle or any other light that you want in the pumpkin, put it inside the pumpkin, and then close the lid on top. So many cities put on special events to show off their carving pumpkins. In Hudson Valley, New York, thousands of jack-o'-lanterns are lit at once. So this event is complete with spooky sounds and music. So the pumpkins will go side by side to form big giant snakes or big dinosaurs. And visitors, can go through like a room or a dome made of pumpkins with twinkling stars on top and a wall. So there's a very big display in Los Angeles, California. So there they have pumpkin cards. There are pumpkins that are carved and placed together to make dinosaurs and cars. And there is also pumpkin carving of famous people. And you can even watch the artist cut the pumpkin at this event. So an artist carves one of the largest jack-o'-lanterns ever recorded. It weighed more than 1,800 pounds, and that is 816 kilograms. So the pumpkin is so big that it weighs as much as a cow. And recently, a town in New Hampshire made a record for most lit jack-o'-lanterns lit at once. that town has 30,000 jack-o'-lanterns there at once. So car pumpkins can be even underwater. So some aquarium workers put car pumpkins into ocean tanks, but people don't know what the fish think, but they enjoyed the event. So that's all for my speaking, and thanks for listening. See you next time, guys.